flow over me. Clear my eyes that I might see. Spirit flow over you, and know that you are spirit too. We are floating in a spirit wind, never knowing where we'll fall. Carried far from where we began, and that's the beauty of it all. Spirit flow over me. Clear my eyes that I might see. Spirit flow over you, and know that you are spirit too. We alone determine where we stand, back to back or face to face. Everyone will surely take up arms, some to fight, some to embrace. Spirit flow over me. Clear my eyes that I might see. Spirit flow over you, and know that you are spirit too. Spirit flow over me. Clear my eyes that I might see. Spirit flow over you, and know that you are spirit too. And know that you are spirit too. And know that you are spirit too.
With love, anything is possible. Any mountain can be climbed. Any river can be crossed. Nothing's ever lost. With love, anything is possible. With love, anything is possible. Any mountain can be climbed. Any river can be crossed. Nothing's ever lost with love. Anything is possible. With faith, anything is possible. Any mountain can be climbed. Any river can be crossed. Nothing's ever lost with faith. Anything is possible. With hope, anything is possible. Any mountain can with trust and hope. It's possible. Anything, anything is possible with love, with love. Anything is possible.
Oh, we love Karen Drucker, and I love that song, and it's true. Anything is possible with love. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, coming to you live this morning from the Inspiration Cafe right here in Paoli, Pennsylvania. And those of you who are with us in person, thank you. It's good to see your beautiful faces. And those of you who are chiming in with us virtually, it's good to imagine your beautiful faces wherever you may be in the world. We're so grateful that you chose to be with us right now for this hour together, an hour of delight and inspiration and music and just experiencing the deep connection of spirit and sharing that with one another. And, you know, wherever you may be on your spiritual evolutionary journey, and we are all on our individualized spiritual evolutionary journeys, you're most welcome here. We are an open-hearted, inclusive, welcoming community of beloveds who learn and practice the principles of science of mind, which are really quite universal. So we trust that something wonderful will be exchanged between all of you and all of us today as we journey along together in this precious hour. Thank you for being with us. So here we do teach about universal principles. We have spiritual tools that we utilize for every imaginable human condition, and even the unimaginable human conditions that we sometimes find we're faced with. And so this is a good place to be. And this is a wonderful teaching. Thank goodness I was brought up in this philosophy, and it means the world to me that it was. So thank you for sharing this precious time with us today. We are part of a greater Centers for Spiritual Living, which is our global entity. And we work together, centers all over the world, and based in Colorado. And really, much of it is virtual these days, but we still have a lot of centers who meet in person and usually do both. But one thing we have in common is that in our Centers for Spiritual Living organization, we have developed vision and mission statements, and we're very, very clear and really quite serious about them. We take them seriously without taking ourselves too seriously, as Ernest Holmes suggested. But they're wonderful, wonderful focus points to keep in mind. So the first one is, what in the world are we here to do? And this is what we decided. Are you ready? Say it with me if you wish. Awakening humanity to its spiritual magnificence. Wow, that seems big, doesn't it? Well, it's not so difficult when we realize that spirituality is the basis of all humanity. Spirit itself is magnificent, isn't it? And each of us as beautiful, individualized expressions, wonderful emanations of the one divine life, are spirit incarnate. All of us. And so how wonderful to awaken ourselves to that spiritual magnificence, and then to go about the joyous business of awakening others to their spiritual magnificence as well. And then we also have something else we know we're here to do that we have all agreed on in Centers for Spiritual Living organization. and all of our centers. So we're going to invite you to share this with us too, because we are here all about co-creating a world that works for everyone, or as we like to expand it to, a world that works for all sentient beings, the planet itself, the universe itself. We're so grateful that we have an opportunity to look up, to keep our vision high, to do the high watch together, because we are empowered with that divine presence that allows us to move from where we have been to where we are ready to travel next. So come along with us on this ride. Now here at our beloved community, the GPCSL, which stands for the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, we have developed a purpose statement, and we still love it. So I invite you to say it with me if you wish. Are you ready? Living, loving, learning, spirituality that works. Indeed. Oh, I would like to invite Reverend Mike to come and join me. It's always fun to have him up here together. We have a lot of fun. We never know what's going to happen. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. We're going to read Declaration number 6. This is from the Declaration of Principles, which Ernest Holmes wrote when he was asked what we are all about and what we teach and what we believe. And he began by writing this out called What We Believe. And we now call it our Declaration of Principles. Well, this is number 6. Reverend Mike, would you kindly read this for us?
Thank you. Number 6, we believe that heaven is within us and that we can experience this to the degree that we become conscious of it. Now, what that means to you and what that means to me is that wherever we go, heaven is. The issue is that sometimes, many times, we're not conscious of it. And that's what you get to learn coming here, listening to Dr. Maxine, taking her classes, and practicing and taking classes, is to become more conscious of the heaven that is everywhere, right here and right now.
Oh, that's good. You got me coming back.
Okay,
I like
good.
that. Thanks. And I would say, he's leaving. That's all right. I would say that this ties in wonderfully with our theme for today, because how else are we going to transform what seems to be going on out there in the world unless we recognize that the heaven within is the starting place, that it is possible for each of us and all of us to expand our vision starting from within, and then we make a difference out in the world. But we have to come home to source first. Thank you. Well, now I think we are about to have an opening song, and it's one that we're doing every Sunday this month, which is still July. And if you want to sing along, you're welcome to do so. It's called This Little Light of Mine. Take it away.
Sing This Little Light of Mine. Here we go. This little light of mine.
Hi, kids. It's time for the wee wisdom. Haha. Hi, everybody gather around. All right, you teens, you've been back for a week. How you doing? Did you finally get rested up from that fabulous experience at camp? We are looking forward to hearing from you in a couple of weeks. We're going to have you right here at this pulpit to make sure that we get to know, well, not everything about camp, but everything you're willing to share with us. How's that? And all of you kids, whatever your ages are, I'm going to just have a little chat with you for a few minutes. Okay. In one of my churches in California, many years ago, I had a little girl in the congregation who was 5 years old. Now, your parents, I think, have heard this before, but I'm going to share it today because it just seems like it works with what I'm going to be talking about to the adults today. So her name was Iris Elizabeth. And at the end of service one Sunday morning in Los Altos, California, she asked me if she could come up and sing a song. And I said, sure, come on up. So she took the microphone, 2 hands as I recall, and started to sing like this. I can see clearly now the rain has gone. I can see all popsicles in my way. You see, she heard the word obstacles as popsicles, and I thought that was very wise of her, because somewhere deep within her own heart and soul, I think she knew that what seemed to be obstacles and do seem to be obstacles or challenges to us that just sometimes seems a little too big to handle, that they can just turn into popsicles and just melt away. And so today we're talking about how to have those things that seem so hard that we can't get over, we can't get around, we can't get under it. What do we do? Well, let's just return to our hearts where God abides always and watch what we would call the grace of God just melting them away and making our way easy. Sometimes we try too hard to get over things and get things better. Sometimes what we need to do is just realize that they're nothing of themselves and God is everything. So we come back home to Source. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We'll see you soon. Now we're going to have some announcements. Come on up, Suzanne Smethers.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Suzanne Smethers, and I am happy to be a member of your Board of Trustees. I'd like to welcome all of you who have joined us here today and our online viewers wherever you are in the world. Our August in-person Sunday celebrations will be here at Inspiration Cafe in Paoli on Sunday, August 4th and 18th. We have some really exciting news for you. We have a potential gathering place in a shared facility with a conscious, caring, inclusive Christian church that we are delighted to tell you about, for which the board will be asking for your insight and support. The church is 10 minutes away from the Inspiration Cafe, and it will involve thinking outside the traditional box of days and times. In order to fit well with their congregation's use, we will be sending out a survey to collect your thoughts, and we'll have a link on our homepage, so look for that this week. Yay! All right, our teams had a fabulous time at the CSL Oregon Teen Camp. We wanted you to know that we're continuing our fundraising opportunities through raffle tickets, selling items, and more. Our 50/50 raffle tickets are still available to purchase for the teens, or you can purchase them online by clicking on our link on the pop-up screen on our homepage. We'll hold the 50/50 raffle live during our in-person Sunday celebration in August, so stay tuned for that drawing date. Our next full moon ceremony, led by Diane Wilson, will be held tonight, July 21st from 7 to 8 p.m. at my home in Collegeville. We ask that you register on the website to receive our new address. We have something exciting to share with you. 100 days of mindful practice to raise the vibration for the election. You can register from July 28th through November 4th. They will be sending out a daily small message. They'll have weekly Zoom check-in meetings. And all you have to do is text to join at 470-784-0250 or go to their website, www.myelectionintention.com, for positive energy to help raise the vibration of the election. That sounds pretty awesome. As many of you know, we continue to hold our Nibbles and New Thought discussion gatherings the first Mondays of each month. Our next Nibbles and New Thought will be held on Monday, August 5th from 6:15 to 8:15 p.m. at the Brick and Brew restaurant on King Street in Malvern. The quickest way to get to details or to register for any of our events and classes is to look for the event on the pop-up screen of our homepage, and you can always go to the event calendar page and click on the event you're interested in. That's it for today. Have a wonderful week.
Yay. Thank you, Suzanne. So many wonderful things going on. Be sure and fill out that survey and send it back as soon as possible. We are loving that beautiful things are unfolding for us here. And also I want to credit Dr. David Alexander down in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, for sourcing that 100 days that I've signed up for and others already have too. What a great way to keep our consciousness high. All right, that's about it for now. Thank you.
I will leave this world as it is, go inside to find my God. I will leave this world as it is, go inside to find my God. I will leave this world as it is, go inside to find my God. I will leave this world as it is, go inside to find my God. Inside there is peace, inside there is joy, inside there is more than enough. Inside there is peace, inside there is joy, inside there is sacred love. I will leave this day, I will leave this day as it is, go inside to find my God. I will leave this day as it is, go inside to find my God. Inside there is peace, inside there is joy, inside there is more than enough. Inside there is peace, inside there is joy, inside there is sacred love. I will will leave this life as it is, go inside to find my God. I will leave this life as it is, go inside to find my God. Go inside to find my God. I'll go inside to find my God.
And that is exactly where we're going now. Inside to find our God. Let's begin with a deep, holy breath of life, filling our bodies, our consciousness with that sweet, sweet vibration of love, and then releasing it completely and continuing that wonderful circulatory expression of life moving through every cell of our being, every fiber of our consciousness. And now with a regular, normal, comfortable cycle of breath, come to the center, allowing that breath to become a passageway, a bridge to that sweet, sweet place of spirit within our hearts, where God abides in fullness. And here is the fullness of life, the infinite possibilities that exist because we are empowered by the divine presence. And this presence is both peaceful and powerful. No limit, infinite. As we move our consciousness, allowing it to expand into the greater idea of infinity, it begins to move beyond its former circumference, moving out into infinity itself, step by step, measure by measure, all beginning within the heart, where the divine presence is alive within us, moving through us, elevating our vision, allowing us to feel the peace, the serenity, the infinite love. Oh, you are so loved. Listen for the love. Listen with the ear of your heart and hear, Thou art my beloved one, in whom I am well pleased. Truly thou art my beloved one, in whom I am well pleased. And now see with the eye of the heart. See the perfection of your own brilliant being, a wonderful emanation of the one life. See the beauty of the world around you, the magnificence of the people that you know and love, those you have known and loved, those you have yet to meet. For this magnificence is the spiritual truth of all life. And it all begins right here within, where we have gone inside to find our God, the starting point of all creation, the beginning of all things new. And here let our vision expand, for our own beautiful life experiences, for our beloved spiritual community, and for the world itself. Truly, we are the ones we've been waiting for. And it all begins right here at the beginning. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word is God. Silently say with me, I am that I am, and all is well, all is well.
I have made a decision about my life. It may be a strange surprise to some. I have always thought I wanted what so many want, but it's to a different conclusion that I've come. I see water rushing through an ancient riverbed. I see snowfall floating high up on the hill. I see an eagle soaring to the red horizon, and I know that's how I am meant to live. Oh, I need to be free. I will go where the wind will carry me. To be free, oh, to be free. You won't see me playing any kind of lottery. You won't catch me wishing on a falling star. You will find me wherever I am called to be, wherever kindness and beauty are. For I think of all mankind as my family. This entire precious planet is my home. So let others build their borders, walls, and boundaries. I will fly above them all, even if I must go alone. Oh, I need to be free. I will go where the wind will carry me. To be free, oh, to be free. When I hear a child singing, when I see a dolphin swimming, when I watch a dancer moving like the wind, it's a calling, it's a vision, it's a voice, and I must listen. So today, this very day, I'm stepping in. Oh, I need to be free. I will go where the wind will carry me. To be free. Oh, to be free.
Good morning, everyone. We love Daniel. I just thinking, imagine if we all just woke up in the morning and spent some time listening to Daniel Nahmod. It would be a wonderful, wonderful way to start the day. My name is Cheryl Macklin, and I am a member of your practitioner team. We are each licensed professional practitioners, and all of our information is on our website if you ever need just a little boost for your day or some deeper assistance. I am going to state my treatment, but first I looked and looked and looked for a quote for this morning, and you'll be happy to know it's this big. I found in my inbox, ask and you will receive. In my inbox, I found the right and perfect quote from The Art of Life. Can we, in the midst of negative conditions, accept a greater good? If we can, we shall be complying with the law of life. We shall be giving life a chance to work for us. And I would want to add, and through us. And so I know, as we gather here today, I am invited to the truth, to know it, to see it, to feel it, to live it, the truth of that greater good, which is always and already present. The truth, with a capital T, is that there are no negative conditions or obstacles. Dr. Maxine told us there are only popsicles, and I like that. And so we are here together to remind ourselves, and for me to remind myself, that the truth is God is all there is. And that's why we call it a celebration. To gather together and feel the energy and affirm and remind ourselves of the wonderful blessing. I live in a world that is sacred, that is all God. Each person here, each person listening are unique expressions of this perfect God, this perfect life. And I know this is true for the music, for the talks, for everyone who shares today. It is true of all the people we meet in our lives, of all the situations we come across today. We are so blessed to know that it is all God. I am so grateful for this knowing. I am so grateful for this chance to celebrate and affirm this truth. And so I release my word into the law, knowing that it is already done. I let it be so with great gratitude, and so it is. And our affirmation for today. Releasing all unreasonable reasoning, I know deep in my heart that through God all things are made new. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. God, you are every mountain. God, you are every ocean. God, you are every canyon, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are every morning. God, you are every midnight. God, you are every moment, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below,
you. God, you are every sunrise. God, you are every moon glow. God, you are every star shine, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are every springtime. God, you are every snowfall. God, you are every season, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. 'Cause you are the very breath I breathe, and your perfect love created me. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I love it. And I agree with Cheryl. Daniel Damod really makes a beautiful spiritual difference in our lives. Well, we're continuing with the theme this month, which is birthing greater ideas, which ties in wonderfully with the theme of the year, which is a whole new world. And today we're talking about turning obstacles into stepping stones. I love this quote from Isaiah 43:19. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not have it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. As a matter of fact, every now and then in the Sahara Desert, boom, just a little bit of rain and all of these flowers pop up. And I've been to Death Valley, California. It's as dry can be. And yet last year they started having rivers or a lake right there in Death Valley. So let's just keep in mind that we're dealing with an infinite principle that can make all things new and that can change what appears to be obstacles into opportunities. So let's just stop arguing for our limitations, shall we? No? There's never any reason for them, but we have, seems, plenty of excuses, huh? There are never reasons. Let's change our attitude and let's change our language. That's what begins the transformative process. Let's just look squarely at any so-called impediments and affirm the truth. Impediments, obstacles, stumbling blocks. Let me tell you the Greek word for stumbling block. It's skandalan. It's anything that makes someone trip and fall. And sometimes it's someone else, right? What it means in the Bible, because that was koine Greek, which is what was used in the translation of the Bibles. What it means there is something that causes people to lose faith. That's a stumbling block. That's an obstacle. that's an impediment. Because until we find ourselves free enough to follow that road inward, go inside and find my God, we're going to be stumbling around and falling all over each other. It's in Romans 14:13 that we read, "Therefore let us not pass judgment on one another any longer, but rather decide never to put a stumbling block or hindrance in the way of a brother." How do we do that? We do it through prejudgment, otherwise known as prejudice. We do that by criticism and condemnation, even without a word sometimes, just with what's going on in our mind. Well, we can change this. I came across a wonderful poem by R.L. Sharp. It's called A Bag of Tools. We have plenty of tools here, right? Well, this is wonderful too. This is how it goes. Isn't it strange that princes and kings and clowns that caper in sawdust rings and common people like you and me are builders for eternity? Each is given a list of rules, a shapeless mass, a bag of tools, and each must fashion, ere life is flown, a stumbling block or a stepping stone. Do you realize how much power we have? Why do you and I have so much power? Because you and I are empowered by Spirit. You and I are individualized manifestations, beautiful emanations of the one divine life which is powerful, peaceful and powerful, loving and wise. And that presence dwells within us, which is why we are empowered to make the beautiful, right, correct, conscious choices, stumbling blocks, stepping stones. You see, the block, the stone, they're made out of the same material, aren't they? There's only one life, there's only one energy, and we can mold from this essence whatever we consciously, intentionally, carefully, lovingly, wisely choose to bring into our lives. So let's delight in elevating. Let's elevate and delight in elevating each so-called obstacle to a perfect path of peace and prosperity. Let's just rearrange the stones. Let's make a lovely trail. You've seen wonderful trails that are made from stones. Let's just move them to the side and make an attractive pattern and one that leads us to perfect peace and prosperity. It takes just a different arrangement, that's all. And it takes a different arrangement of our attitudes. That's the main thing. How do we put more altitude in our attitude? Well, by looking up. By looking away from the ground and looking up to the heavens. Looking up to the mountains whence cometh our strength. Keep looking up to possibilities. This is a wonderful new world, and we are co-creating it together. I get excited about that. We engage the power of the universe to create so-called miracles. Now, our wonderful Reverend Helen Street has been off this planet, but somehow continuing to guide us, I think, for many, many years now. But she used to have little buttons made for her congregation that because they replaced the word miracle with ordinaries. And the buttons would say, "Tell me about your recent ordinary." You see, there's no miracle to God. It's just a very natural process. It is a beautiful evolutionary path we are on. And God only knows to speak the logos, the word, and watch it be done. Let it be, and it is. That same power was given to us in our human form, because we are spirit in human form, to speak our truth and watch it emerge in our world. So the obstacles become stepping stones to something greater. Oh, let's stop blaming things that show up in our path. Let's realize that it has nothing to do with what shows up in our world, except that it gives us an opportunity to look up and do and experience something greater. But let's not blame those pebbles, and let's shake them out of our shoes too, right? Everything that shows up in our world shows up very much on purpose. It's grist for our mill. It's our opportunity to use that for something even greater. Let's find a higher use for it. You know, things like other people's bad behavior, it's just an opportunity for us to let the love flow more. Okay, I want us all to be working on that one this week. An opportunity. It's an opportunity. Don't react. Respond. To let the love flow more. Let it touch the core, that healing chord within each other, whether we ever meet them or not. You know what Emerson said about this? He said, every wall is a door. What a great remembrance. It's not something to hit my head against. It's something to find the knob for so I can walk on through and find something more wonderful on the other side. Like my favorite movie as a child, The Secret Garden. That was all black and white. The whole movie was black and white until these wonderful children recreated the garden inside to make it beautiful after years of neglect. And then the door opened into the garden, and it was all in Technicolor. Don't you think it's time for us to move to from our black and white movie to one in Technicolor, where we go through that door and we find something more beautiful than we ever imagined? And it begins with our visioning, doesn't it? Infinite wisdom flows through all of us, at any age, in any place in the world. I'm thinking of my eldest son, Jimmy, who, when he was a baby, was diagnosed with legs that needed some assistance. The tibia was turned a bit, and the feet were a little bit turned in. This little tiny cute guy, and the orthopedist said, what we'll need to do is put casts on both of these legs for a while, and they'll straighten them out, because the baby's bones move nicely and easily. And of course, his father and I were very concerned and said, well, would you do this if it were your own son? And he said, that's what I'm basing my decision on, exactly. So we put the 2 casts on his legs, and he didn't seem to be disturbed by them. He was doing pretty well. There's an infinite wisdom within us all. Once the first cast was removed, because the doctor had said, you want him to run and do sports and all those things, right? Yes, right, of course. He was 11 months old when the first cast was removed. At 11 months, with 1 cast still on, he just started walking all over the place. This infinite wisdom is alive within all of us. There is every reason for us to stay in touch with it, even after we grow up, especially after we grow up. The oyster, we all know about the oyster. It has an irritation, and what does it make? A pearl. Friday's global outage Were you all aware of this? What did it teach us? Patience. I'm sorry, a lot of people missed their airplanes, but there were a lot of other things happening. But I have to tell you that we were in Lankanaw Hospital. Reverend Mike was having a wonderful preliminary test about a beautiful new trial that he's about to embark on. It's very exciting. And so they were just giving him regular tests. They were doing an EKG and then doing an AKG and then doing an EKG because it happened just as he was lying there and they were trying to get this information to a place in Ireland. We had the loveliest conversations with this lovely man who lived in Limerick, right on the ocean, and he could see the gulls coming in. Everyone, the technician, the people leading the research project, all the people involved, including Reverend Mike himself, were so incredibly patient, just so filled with love and cared for in the middle of the global outage. That's kind of wonderful, isn't it? We have a choice at any time. Have you noticed there's a lot of fear and uncertainty in the world right now? I kind of noticed that too. What is this? What are we going to do about it? It necessitates a deeper dive into that which is certain, that which is dependable, that which is eternally true. Go inside to find my God. That's what it requires. You know, there are things that happen from which we ultimately find blessings. Remember COVID? Kind of unforgettable, right? What did we learn from that? Oh, so much. We learned to connect with each other because we were longing to be together. We learned to connect with each other virtually. Thank God for the internet, even with an occasional global outage. But that was just Microsoft. That was enough. We left our gathering place, remember? After COVID, because we continued to, when we were able to do that, to meet there for a time. And then we completed our lease and we left. And we remained virtual for quite a while, then began to find gathering places, as we are talking to you right now, right here at Inspiration Cafe. And we kept finding other ways to be together. We are a very conscious, creative group of people. And we continue and do continue to find ways to be together. And now, you heard what Suzanne said. We are on the cusp of a new expression of being together. A beautiful new opportunity. We are awaiting your divine input to see what works for you, what you would support, what we can do together. And we will begin this. We will begin it. And the whole process of formulating this partnership, which it is, the whole process has been so loving and so peaceful and so wise. And all the players in their church and in our center have worked together with such conscious clarity, such mutual appreciation, respect, and gratitude that we know we are birthing something wonderful. Oh, yes, it will take thinking outside of the box, as Suzanne expressed. It will absolutely take us being willing to find other times and places and ways to gather. And it will be wonderful. I'll read Isaiah again. Behold, I will do a new thing now. It shall spring forth. Shall ye not have it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Will you say with me, I invite infinite wisdom to flow through me. I deepen my faith in God's grace. I release all concern. I make way for the new. And so, my beloveds, beginneth our lesson. Thank you, beloveds. And now we get to celebrate our prosperity. I love to let this abundance flow. Opulence, isn't that a wonderful word? We have so many beautiful words for the flow of good in our lives. Abundance, prosperity, opulence, plenty. Well, I love them all. This is our opportunity to give back to Source this beautiful gift that is constantly given to us, whether it's monetary or whether it is love, relationships, creative expression, whatever it is in our lives that is good. We love to acknowledge that source. So as you find a way to give to the closest source of your spiritual food, whatever it may be for you, for me, it is this beloved center. We thank you for those who contribute to our center. You're making us strong and helping us grow. Let's say our prosperity affirmation together, shall we? I choose to celebrate prosperity. Divine love blesses my gift. It is my acceptance of God as the source of my abundant supply. With joy and gratitude, I share my abundance with this center. In doing so, I am one with this law of circulation. My tithe goes forth to heal, to prosper, and to bless. It returns to me multiplied abundantly, and I am prospered, and so it is.
Feeling like you're in a downward spiral with nothing to hold on to. Spinning all around, you just want to feel solid ground. When life hands you a storm, let it go, let it go, let it be. Standing caught in the rain, let it go, living peacefully if you let it be. Everything comes from releasing, no matter how hard. Let go of the fist that you think makes you strong before the sun is gone. When life hands you a storm, let it go, let it go, let it be. Standing caught in the rain, let it go, living peacefully if you let it be. When the current's rough and times seem tough, learn to let it go. Living free, let it be. When life hands you a storm,
Oh, that was fun. Oh, look, here's some of the holy people from our center. So glad we're all up here smiling at you. I meant to tell you the continuation of that story about my son Jim was that he became a fabulous athlete. Okay, there's always beautiful endings and continuation. So we're so glad you were with us today. Something wonderful is unfolding in your life and in our lives in this beloved community. And we're so grateful that we are together no matter where you are. So as we go forth today is with a consciousness of joy in birthing new ideas, in transforming those supposed challenges into divine opportunities, and moving forward with joy, grace, and ease. All is well, and we give thanks, and so it is.
And so it is.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna be the first on the dance floor, the first to raise my hand, the first to state my opinion, the first to take a stand. I won't play it safe and wait for a sign. I'm gonna just throw myself out there. I'm gonna let my light shine. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine. I let my big, bright, brilliant beam of radiant light shine. Talk to me now, Em.
Gonna be on Ellen and Conan, 60 Minutes and The View. They'll all be talking about me and all the things I do. I'll be the one who sets the bar, the one who's in the know. Vogue will come to me to see where fashion trends will go. 'Cause I shine, yes I shine. I let my big, bright, brilliant beam of radiant light shine.
For too many years I hid my light, thinking, oi, I'm just too much, and who I was just wasn't right.
Then I heard this voice from within and up above saying, you're here to be a shining light and give and receive love. So I'm going for my dreams. Nothing's in my way. Carpe diem is my mantra. Practice kindness every day. I take time to connect. Take time to have fun. I wanna know I've used up every drop before my life is done.
So I shine. Yes, I shine.
I let my big, bright, brilliant beam of radiant light shine.
For too many years I hid my light, thinking I was too much and who I was just wasn't right. You take it.
Then I heard this voice from within and up above saying, you're here to be a shining light and give and receive love. I am a woman of power, a woman of grace.
The life that I've lived is in every wrinkle on my face.
And I love myself so I can love you too. And I know when we're connected there ain't nothing we can't do. 'Cause we shine, oh we shine.
I let my
big, bright, brilliant beam of radiant light shine. Yes I shine, oh I shine. I let my big, bright, brilliant beam of radiant light shine. Shine, oh shine.
I let my
Big, bright, brilliant beam of radiant light shine. Shine, oh we shine.
I let my
Big, bright, brilliant beam of radiant light shine.
Hee-haw! Yes, I do.
Me too.